better turn on a light too while I'm at it. Ready?
Yep, it's live.
We're live?
We're live.
Okay. Am I going to be able to hear myself eventually, or should I should probably plug in my headphones.
Probably a good idea to plug in your headphones. Hello, Smarty Pants 333.
Smarty Pants 333.
And Ajhitya Rizqui and Kara Levy.
Oh, we've got people showing up.
Yes.
Nice. Hello. I'm fighting with headphones, and they're winning. Oh, whoops.
That sounded painful.
A little bit. A little bit. Got it. Got it.
So we will begin opening things.
I haven't even thrown the announcement out. These are just people that have gotten notices, it looks like.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't this great? I don't even know if they know who's on the stream currently either.
Not yet. We'll do introductions in a sec.
Okay. Sorry guys, I'm having a day's difficulties as per usual. Sorry.
It's Code Monkey.
Code Monkey! Code Monkey is amazing. Hold on. Okay, I think I won. Ow! We'll find out. We'll find out.
It does say live stream is offline. This is our first time ever doing a live stream, so bear with us.
Yeah, we're noobs.
There we go. Looks like it's online now.
Okay, hey look, it says remove this tape before using headphones. I don't get it. I can't take it off.
What?
There's tape and I can't get it off.
We'll be with you guys in just a sec, and we'll start opening things, and it will be amazing.
Do you wanna open Gacha? Do you wanna have some fun?
There you go.
Okay. Okay, before we get into all of the things here, oh, there's even mushrooms on the inside. That's cool. All right, let me hop onto the actual stream. Let me see where we're at.
Yes, Queen of Pause, we are streaming. This is our first time ever trying to stream, so bear with us as we learn the ropes and try to figure out the best way to do this. We're hoping to do more in the future, but we're just testing this out, seeing how it goes, and we'll go from there. Are you good? Can you not hear? You're giving me this face.
It's really hard to keep up with it because I'm hearing you in the past.
Oh, you could just mute it.
Yeah.
No? You're gonna make it complicated?
I am hearing you in the past. Okay.
Is our announcement good to go?
Okay. All right, I am going to roll the announcement. Are we ready? We are almost ready to get this officially on the roll here.
Code Monkey, we are streaming from my place, actually, because this is a very late-minute decision.
might work. It works!
Yay! Alright, so now that the announcement's out, let's do official introductions. So, I'm Zero Omega.
I'm Sweet Days.
And we are doing a live gacha opening for Gaia Gatcha Volume 2. And what we're doing is that Sweet Days will be watching the chat, and after we open something, just say your username in the chat and she will randomly select somebody to win the item. She'll note it down and we will distribute the item to you after the stream. And I see some people asking us various questions. We'll do a very, very brief Q&A on any questions we can answer after the gacha opening. But we do have 30 gacha that we need to go through. So let's go through the gacha.
Honestly, it's not a need. It's more or less, I like shiny things, and this just seemed like a really good idea. So, here we go, I suppose. As you can see, we have Zero Omega's inventory. Look at how amazing his inventory is.
Yes.
It's
outdated.
Very.
And ancient.
You are the biggest fashion disaster ever to look across Gaia Online. But
I really am.
We're not here to judge poor Zero's fashion choices.
I hope not.
Well, if that was the case, I'd have a lot to say. What not to wear, Gaia Edition.
Yes. So, let's start by opening the Gacha Volume 2 30-pack and get our 30 gachas worth of stuff. So, here we go. We're unpacking. We've received 30 Gacha Volume 2. We'll close this out. And to make things really simple, we are going to go ahead and move them to the front of my inventory, because otherwise it'd be a giant pain to get through. Here.
You know, we couldn't have prepared beforehand. Nah.
No.
No. We're just gonna make you sit here and wait. Because that's a thing.
Alright. Are we ready for the first gacha opening? Oh! Let me save the changes. I just my inventory.
What is this, your first time learning how to inventory?
Apparently. Alright. Wait a minute. Still not found on my inventory.
Wait, what?
Let's
No!
see There we go.
There we go! Woo!
Alright.
Oh gosh, I love the art. The art is so pretty. Huh?
Alright, so here we have the Ring of Thule. In the ancient world, before all-powerful gods, otherworldly beasts, and unparalleled heroes faded into mythology, there was the Mountain King who reigned in the north, who had created his people from the earth. He did so with artifacts imbued with magic power, which afterward he hid away. One day, he discovered one artifact, a magic ring, had been stolen.
Guess what?
Let's see what happens.
Guess what? Oh.
He summoned to him one of his people, a Elf Lord. Elf Lord. Fine. Who was skilled with his own magic artifact, a humble set of scrying stones. The Mountain King commanded the elf to go forth and recover the ring. The elf was reluctant to leave the mountains where he had lived comfortably, so he asked the stones to direct him. Unfortunately, the stones did not always have his best interests at heart, and so often, rolling them was a gamble. Let's roll the stones. The stones directed him on the safest path from the mountains. And so, the elf took a few possessions and went down into the shrublands and sedge swamps. Eventually, he reached a great forest of red trees and made to pass through. And he had already gone some distance into the thick of it before he noticed how dark the shadows of the leaves really were. He had gone into the Fallweald, home of the Fey folk. From the darkness he heard whispers of "Trespasser!" and fiendish laughter. He wandered then for days as the Fae toyed with him, leading him in circles, leading him into traps, taunting him with glimmers of sunlight through the branches and feasts of delicious food he knew he could not touch, all the while luring him further into the other world. He began to despair, begged the stones to let their magic find him and show him the way. The magic stones cannot or will not penetrate the magic of the Fae court. The elf remains in the Weald forever, a plaything for the Fae, mad, twisted, and nothing more than a shadow.
Oh no.
So, let's see what the prize is. And remember, once we reveal the prize, say your username. Sweet Days will randomly select somebody to win this prize. Here we go. We have animal, snakes for hair.
Ooh! Let's see what happens.
So, write your username in the chat, and Sweet Days will randomly select you, and we will go ahead and give you this item after the stream.
Oh, you soft donut.
Soft donut?
Oh gosh, it sounds delicious.
All right.
We're gonna go with soft donut. Soft donut gets the first prize.
All right. Congratulations. We have another 29 more, so let's get to it. We already know the story so far. Let's see what we get now. Let's go next. Let's roll the stones and see what happens. Alright, we are back in the Sedge Swamps. And back with the Fae. Trespasser!
Oh my pretty.
Suddenly he finds himself in an open glade, and a man standing before him, dappled in light and shadow. He introduces himself as a Darkling, a human child stolen by the Fae and raised as their own. He wields the same Fae magics, but is not bound into the same laws if he doesn't wish to be, which allows him to come and go from the other world and the Fallweald as he pleases. He offers to help the elf escape and complete his quest, if he'll share his name. The elf knows better than to give a Fae his name, but he also knows there is no other option which will free him. He shares his name in a whisper. He is given his name freely in his own lands, but giving it to the Darkling feels like something precious is being stolen from him.
Oh no.
The Darkling, true to his word, leads the elf from the forest. They emerge onto a shore lying in a great dark sea, where the Darkling's boat waits for them. They set out, but sooner discover the sea growing violent with storm, making the crossing impossible.
No, not impossible. What are we gonna do? It can't be impossible.
The elf rolls the stones for the words, and then beseeches the gods of the ancient sea Leviathan to allow them to pass, and we roll the stones. The Leviathan ignores the elf, and the sea shatters their boats and carries them both to distant lands full of curious creatures and spirits, never to return. The elf's quest ends without glory, but it could have been worse.
At least there's cookies.
True. Alright, so, let's see what our prize is going to be. Remember, type in your username in the chat once we reveal the prize, and we will get you your item. We've got the Ghastly Sidereal Sovereign. Sidereal Sovereign.
Okay, we're waiting.
Type in your username, and then Sweet Days will select somebody to win. Oh, I see a lot of usernames.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Who is our lucky winner?
I think you. Laughing Sins.
Laughing Sins. Congratulations.
There we go. So that's 2 winners. We have 2 winners, Soft Donut and and laughing sins.
Alright, let's get on to our next Gacha Volume 2. So we already know the story. Let's go forward. Let's see what happens when the Elf Lord rolls the stones. Alright, he makes it to the said swamps. He gets through the phase. Oh, no, he makes it to the Fey Folk. Let's see what happens if he rolls the stones. Oh! Our young elf makes it through the Fey. And gives him his name once again. And this time, they are on the sea. Yar, matey!
Oh, but it's so impossible!
They go to the Leviathan, and they roll the stones to see if the Leviathan hears their words. No! The Leviathan does not hear them, crashes the boat, and they go without glory. So, we have another prize. Say your username for this prize, which is Beware the Stagony Wolf. So, go ahead and type in the chat your username, and we will make sure that you get your prize. Oh, those usernames flying in.
Okay, here we go. Tra-la-la-la-la. Wow! Up. I saw someone who was they had an amazing name. Lidl Lee.
Lidl Lee.
Lidl Lee.
You are the winner.
So we have Delicious Soft Donut, Laughing Sins, and Lidl Lee.
Alright, let's move on to our next round
I think that
of
one's
Gacha.
my favorite so far. Lidl Lee.
Alright, so our elf is going to roll the stones for the very first stage. Let's see what happens. Alright, he gets to the said swamps. He is into the Fey land. Let's see what happens. He finds the Dark Lane and proceeds forward into the sea. He calls to the Leviathan once again. And the Leviathan refuses to hear his call.
Whoa! That was like the quickest downhill spiral in history.
Man, this poor guy, just not getting any luck with the Leviathan.
I know. I mean, what do we need? Pumpkin soup? If anybody gets
Yeah.
that reference, I will be shocked and surprised.
Alright, here's our next prize. Type in your username. Magical Starcatcher!
Whee, shiny things.
Give us your username for a chance to win the Magical Starcatcher. And here come the usernames. I did see people mention that The Legend of Zelda is so awesome because of pumpkin soup.
I know! Thank you guys. I really do appreciate that. Hey, look. There is Blue Wings 55.
Blue Wings 55 wins the Magical Starcatcher. If you haven't won yet, don't worry. We have another 26 more to go. Alright. We'll go ahead and roll the stones. Alright, we get to the said swamps. Into the Feyland where we roll the stones. And we die! Or get trapped and go mad and twisted in the Fey world.
You know, I'm really beginning to wonder if it's just all you.
I mean...
It's gotta be all you.
I think this poor elf just does not have any luck. Alright, ready for the prize? We have Draconic Hidden Aggression. So, come forward and type in your username to win a Draconic Hidden Aggression.
Alright.
Whew.
And now, let's see. We will go with this person. Dundaclop.
You know, we really have such upbeat music for this guy who's going twisted and mad.
I know. We have Dundaclap.
Dundaclap wins the Draconic Hidden Aggression. We have another 25 more, though. So, let's see what happens. All right, we roll the stones at the king. We get to the sedge swamps into the Feyland where we roll the stones. Oh, roll the stones again, and our elf goes insane at the phase once again. This poor elf.
Apparently, they are not hearing music.
Oh, well.
So maybe that's all the better, because honestly, guys, we had this like really awesome jazzy number that we had chosen to run in the background.
Yep.
It would have been the worst thing ever.
I mean, I'm personally enjoying it, but
Well, at least for the video.
yeah,
I mean,
that's
seriously,
true.
we're not this awful and twisted. I promise, cross my heart.
So,
Sometimes.
let's see who wins this prize, which is the Heir to Avalon. Post your username to win the Heir to Avalon.
Ooh, okay. So the Heir to Avalon is one of my favorite items. So I hope it goes to somebody who will love it just as much as what I do.
Ooh,
There's a lot of names going, guys.
there's a lot of names.
Let's see here. Eeny, meeny, miny. We'll go with Cosmic Butterfly 5.
Cosmic Butterfly 5. You win the Heir to Avalon. And we will move on to our next gotcha roll. So, we're talking to the Mountain King, we roll our stones, we get to the sedge swamps, we're gonna see what happens with the phase once again. We get through the phase!
We finally get through it!
Alright.
Yay!
But that's not all. After talking to the Darkling, we have to get through the Leviathan. Will he hear our call? Nope! We get lost at sea and end up in a land with curious creatures and spirits, and we will never return. The poor elf.
Jeez, you know, it would be nice to actually get out of the water.
I know.
It would be great. Because the whole idea of getting lost at sea doesn't sit too well with me. Water and I are not simpatico.
Are we ready for the prize?
Are we ready for the prize?
Another magical star catcher!
Another magical star catcher!
Alright. Give us your username for the potential to win this magical star catcher! I don't envy your job, which is to find that username.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I am so glad that everybody had the chance to come and check it out. This is fun.
Alright.
Spooky Petals!
Spooky Petals! You
Your
win!
name just speaks to me.
You win this magical star catcher. Let's move on to our next gotcha. So, we roll the stones at the Mountain King. Oh! Oh!
Oh my gosh, should we get through the ocean?
No! No, 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 no. The stones instruct the elf to refuse the king. The king is displeased. And for his cowardice, he curses the elf to live out the rest of the days as a white weasel.
No, not a white weasel. What are we going to do?
Would you rather be a white weasel or be at a white wedding?
I just want a white cake.
Oh.
With icing. Delicious, delicious icing.
Well then, let's figure out our prize. Vintage Mythical Regalia.
Ooh. Shiny, shiny,
I'm glad
shiny.
somebody caught the Billy Idol reference.
I did not catch the Billy Idol reference.
Well, somebody did, and it made me happy. Alright, who's going to win our vintage mythical regalia? Mate, we're just flying in.
La 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 la. Do you wanna open Gacha? Let's do trippy thoughts.
Trippy thoughts?
Trippy thoughts.
You are the winner of the vintage mythical regalia.
Very, very much so.
So, let's move on to our next gacha. Alright, we roll the stones at the king to see if we accept the stones. We pass. We get through the sedge to the Fey land. Do we get past the Fey? We do! We get to the Darkling. But now we have to deal with the sea, and if Leviathan will hear our call. Let's roll the stones to find out. We get past! Woo! The Darkling interrupts the elf and uses his greatest gift, his silver tongue, to convince the Leviathan to hear them and allow passage. The Leviathan is so flattered that he speeds them across to their destination, a great stone building the size of a mountain, surrounded by labyrinthian walls,
Labyrinthian, yes.
half immersed in the sea.
Oh my god!
Inside, they discover at last the thief of the Mountain King's magic ring, a monster called the Kabbalas, twice as tall as a man, with the head of a horse, and cursed with an endless hunger. The Kabbalas' desire is to use the power of the ring to allow him to swallow the moon, the only thing which can end his starvation. Luckily, the ring can only be used by one who has true ownership of it, and being stolen, the ring does not recognize the Kabbalas as its master.
Oh, what a turn, what a twist!
The elf and the Darkling hatch a plan. The Darkling uses his gift of elocution to charm the Kabbalas, claiming he has come with an offering to the future god. He offers him a jug of Fey wine, which the Kabbalas greedily accepts. The Kabbalas is planning to devour the man afterward, but the wine is powerful and does its work, and he swiftly falls asleep. You know, I see this Kabbalas and all I can think is BoJack Horseman.
Oh my goodness, I didn't see it until you mentioned it. Wow.
The elf, which is crept up behind the Kabbalas, quickly steals the ring. The two then flee the stone palace to the labyrinth and make a horrible discovery. The labyrinth changes its path, cursed to hold the beast inside,
No!
and to hold any trespassers hostage forever.
What are we going to do?
They hear the bellow of the awakening Kabbalas over the walls as he gives chase. The elf rolls the stones for guidance, praying their magic will lead them to safety.
What are we going to
Roll
do?
the stones to find out. We get past! The stones point the elf to the Darkling. Knowing they have no chance of surviving, the Darkling reveals the sole plan he has left. The two of them can take possession of the ring and use its power to escape. Fey magic, he explains, can turn any ring into their own through a wedding ritual. The elf must agree to marry him. Fearful as he is of what kind of binding he's agreeing to, the elf knows he trusts the Darkling. He doesn't hesitate to give permission. The Darkling performs the ritual as he closes it, and he leans close to the elf and shares his own name.
Oh.
The ring glowing bright and changes the shape to the suit of its new masters, becoming two wedding rings. This reminds me of Ragnarok Online. As the Kabbalas finds them, they feel the power of the gods flow into them. Together, they reduce the monster to ash. It's no feat afterward, for the pair return to the mountains. The labyrinth crumbles. The Leviathan bows its head. The fall wheel parts its shadows around them. Upon their return, the Mountain King is enraged to see his ring not stolen not once, but twice! He demands the elf give him the Fae's name, which will dissolve the magic of the marriage vow and allow him to reclaim his property. Torn between duty to his king who made him and friendship, the elf begs the stones to lead him true. The elf gives the name, obligated over everything to serve the king. The bond breaks and the Darkling is banished to the other world. The elf knows then he will never see him again. He lives the rest of the days with an ache in his chest.
Oh, that is so sad. Well,
Damn, Elf. Just
this is the stones are not in your favor.
son, I am disappointed. All right.
This is true.
A bad ending for the elf, but a good ending for you guys. Let's see the prize for you guys today. The Pied Piper. Type in your username to win the Pied Piper.
The Pied Piper.
And all I can think of is Silicon Valley, which I'm so glad is back on the air because I really enjoy that. I mean, I don't think this item in particular is doing a lot of video compression and whatnot and video streaming, but, you know. So many usernames.
I know. Lizbot.
Lizbot! You win the Pied Piper. Congratulations. We will then move on to our next gacha and see what happens to our elf. Did he burn all his luck in that last one?
I don't. Is that really luck though? If you really think about it,
Well,
that poor elf. Just think. Every time you click, another universe of this guy is disappointed.
You know, I don't pretend to play God. I just roll stones, apparently. Alright. Let's roll the stones and find out what happens when the Mountain King presents him this challenge. He passes. He gets to the Sled Swamps, into the Feylands, where he rolls the stones again. And goes mad in the Fey Swamps.
What? Wait. What?
I mean, you know, he was destined. Like, you know, it had to happen.
Womp womp.
So, let's see the prize for you guys today. Delicate Nemesisters!
Ooh, shiny.
Give us your username to win the Delicate Nemesisters. I saw somebody say, Zero, take the hot ramen challenge, and I'm gonna say that the last time I had that spicy ramen, it tasted more like mayonnaise than it did ramen.
And I will have to say that, yes, when it's 90% mayonnaise and 10% hot ramen, that's about all you're going to taste.
A coworker said, well, you use the mayonnaise to go ahead and, you know, make the ramen not so spicy. So I'm like, oh, I'll have some of that. Wow, this is still really spicy. Oh, man, this is still really, it was, at least it was QB mayonnaise. So, Sweet Days is picking a winner.
I like Yelmo.
Yelmo! Congratulations.
Of Yelmo Plays Games, apparently.
Oh.
Hello.
Well, you win the Delicate Nemesisters. Let's go on to our next gacha and figure out this next life of our elf. Well, we roll the stones, and he gets turned into White Weasel. I mean, at least he's cute.
You know, you're bad at this game.
I mean, like, it's his life. It's not my fault he sucks.
But just think, every time you click, you are directing his destiny.
Yeah.
I am blaming you for this poor elf's unhappiness.
So, Lee, I think, said just now that there's an extra E at the end of their name. Lee, I think, said there's an extra E at the end of their name.
Oh!
I thought they might have missed it the first time. But, let's see what this prize is. Animal Breezy Snow is Deer.
Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Who's going to get this? Who's going to get this wonderful, beautiful deer item?
The Animal Breezy Snow is Deer. Who wins this one?
Goodness gracious, look at all the people. Okay, so let's go with... Ooh.
Remember, give us your username for a chance to win. We need your username so that we can make sure to get you the prize.
Paper Gears.
Paper Gears.
Paper Gears.
Congratulations, Paper Gears. You win this Animal Breezy Snow is Deer. Let's move on to our next gacha, shall we?
And here we go.
Alright. We get to the king, we roll the stones. We get to the Sledge Swamps, we get to the Faithful, where we roll the stones again. And we go mad and twisted in the Feyland.
You know, I'm blaming you for this one. You're just bad luck.
I mean, it's the elf's fault.
No, you're clicking. You're the one who's clicking.
The elf was not strong enough. Let's see
Sure.
what we have right now. Animal Snakes for Hair!
A second stakes for hair!
Give us your username and we will select a winner to win this Animal Snakes for Hair. Snakes! Snakes! Out of nowhere! Snakes out of nowhere! Have you found someone?
I don't think that's their username. Whoops.
Uh.
Yeah, they said sigh. I don't think that's their username. Gimpy Girl Gaming 18. Probably of Gimpy Girl Gaming.
Alright! Congratulations, you win one. And remember guys, if you have not won yet, don't worry, we still have another 18 of these to go through. So at least 18 more winners. So, let's move on to the next one. Alright, we roll the stones at the Mountain King. We get to the Sedge Swamps, into the Feyland, where we roll the stones again. And once again, go mad and twisted, unfortunately.
You know, if you really just want to get this over and done with, all you have to do is go, bye guys, see you next time, instead of putting this poor elf through so much pain.
I mean, you know, it's the elf's fault. Alright, what prize do we have right now? Citrus Hymn of Faith. The Citrus Hymn of Faith. Give us your username, and Sweet Days will select a winner for the Citrus Hymn of Faith.
Oh, that's really sparkly.
Especially if you like citrus colors.
So, it will forever remind me of Sprite.
You know, Sprite commercials are the only commercials where, after I see them, I'm like, I really want a Sprite.
Really?
They do a really good job of advertising their drink. I just, at the end of the show, I really want a Sprite.
Oh, well, I just landed on the